Welcome back, folks. We are here watching the final game for this West Coast Dust-Up 2013. Starting off on the jam line, we've got Lulu Demon with the Terminal City All-Stars and Yo Mama from the Anarchy Angels.
Terminal City in the black now, shedding their red jerseys. Anarchy Angels remaining in the red. Yo Mama, number 23, jamming for the Anarchy Angels. Running into Megan Griffith, dodges around her, but Lulu Demon gets out front. Jocelyn Ingram cutting off Yo Mama, but Yo Mama gets past her. Now runs into a three-wall. That's Kim McKenzie, Megan Griffith, and Scarlet Bloodbath, but able to shake them off. Now about a half a lap behind Lulu Demon. Lulu Demon hits the pack on a scoring pass, runs into SS Shocker, and did not get into the pack. Nice work by the Anarchy Angels.
Yeah, Bulldog, the Anarchy Angels have really put on quite the performance this weekend, and the Terminal City All-Stars just played against the Thompson Okanagan All-Stars. That was one heck of a game in their favor, but the Thompson Okanagan All-Stars did play quite well. Coming up on the jam line for this next jam, we have Iveta Perron, number 52, and Ms. E. Decker, number 77, for the Anarchy Angels.
And a little bit of arms up in triumph from Iveta Perron. But there she goes. A quick move, just edges out a drop dead red. It looked like Dainty but Deadly trying to go for that, almost a suicide block, as they sometimes say, but gets sent to the penalty box instead. Lead jammer goes to Terminal City. Iveta Perron coming around on a scoring pass. Mizzy Decker getting out of the pack, so not going to be giving up that jammer point. But Iveta Perron making short work of her first scoring pass, calls it off, and on the board, 4 points for Terminal City.
Watching Iveta Perron all weekend, Bulldog, it's amazing that she's so seamless and she just performs those long little strides. She's so quick, looks for her opening, takes it, and then she calls off the jam just about every time.
And that was my lovely co-commentator, Sam Wow.
Hey, folks, how you doing today?
And we've got Kim Jana landing up for Terminal City in the black, number 1223. Going up against Roll Assassin, number AK-47 for Anarchy Angels. Kim Jana leaping across a fallen Dangerous Goods, gets caught up at the front of the pack by Yo Mama, number 23, as a blocker, but manages to get out for lead jammer. And we've got Roll Assassin knocked out of bounds, and Kim Jana going to get our first jammer lap point. Screaming through the pack on her first scoring pass. Is going to get all 5 points. Roll Assassin just now completing her initial pass. So a full lap and a little bit, about a lap and a quarter behind Kim and Jana. Kim Jana getting into the pack. The second time calling off the jam from mid-pack and leaping past Yo Mama. Okay, that's 3 points. 3 out of potential 4. Did not get Yo Mama's point.
Folks, for those of you who are watching us from the comfort of your own home right now, please send us your viewing party pictures at canuckderbytv.com. You can email those to us at canuckderbytv.com. Our website and email are online. We'd love to see pictures of your viewing party pics, and please, for the sake of the children, keep them PG-13.
That is right. Maladjusted number 322 jamming for the Anarchy Angels, and Lulu Demon putting the star cover cap back on for Terminal City. Both jammers stuck at the back of the pack. Lulu Demon stumbling coming out of turn 2, but now recovers and races to the front, cut off by by Scary Antoinette, number 306. And now not getting knocked down by Ms. E. Decker, number 77. And up front, we've got Maladjusted getting nudged to the outside by Lisa Suggett, just enough for Lulu Demon to get in front, but no, it is Maladjusted, the lead jammer, just edged out Lulu Demon, but Lulu Demon thought she was lead jammer, attempted to call off the jam, but instead got a cutting the track. She scraped the infield and came back in thinking she was calling off the jam, so now it's a power jam for the Anarchy Angels. And Anarchy Angels jammer Maladjusted coming into the pack. All 4 Terminal City blockers up front. Anarchy Angels blockers dropping the anchor. Well, actually dragging the anchor, I guess, technically. They were letting the pack move forward a little bit. Scary Antoinette heading to the penalty box along with Lisa Suggett. So both teams down 1 blocker. Anarchy Angels jammer Maladjusted already with 1 grand slam in her pocket. Coming in for a second scoring pass, but knocked out of bounds by, well, not Jermaine Coe. I think Missy Escrew. Missy Escrew going to the penalty box. So now Terminal City will be down 2 blockers. So a 3-on-2 pack advantage in the power jam for Anarchy Angels. Maladjusted with 2 grand slams. It's 10 points so far, and this time Piece of Cake gets through the pack. 15 points so far. 3 grand slams for Maladjusted of the Anarchy Angels. Maladjusted hits the pack a 4th time. Mickey Knox this time making contact. Jermaine Coe immediately dropping back to bridge to catch that and to keep in contact with that anchor. But Maladjusted another grand slam. But now Lulu Demon back in action. Dainty but deadly, and Mizzy Decker slowing her down but completing her first scoring pass.
Folks, that was no surprise that Maladjusted caught up to Lulu Demon so fast. We just had our super skills competition here at the West Coast Dust Up for 2013, and Maladjusted won that speed competition with ease.
That's right. In fact, Anarchy Angels swept the skills competition. Roll Assassin winning both the high jump and the long jump as well.
Folks, for this lineup, we've got Aveda Perron, number 52, and Yo Mama, number 23 from the Anarchy Angels, getting ready to face off. We'll see if Aveda Perron takes the outside like she's so used to. Oh, looks like she's going for the inside.
She caught them off guard. They were ready for the outside lane, and so she switched gears, moved it to the inside, got lead jammer. Yo Mama driven to the back of the pack. Kim McKenzie and Jocelyn Ingram are working together, but she slips past those. Yo Mama completing her initial pass. But here is Aveda Perron on her first scoring pass, but knocked around like a pinball. Cesar Shocker doing the coup de grace, but Aveda Perron just popping back up so quickly, but still just getting shut down on this scoring pass. I think she may have gotten some. No, I'm seeing a zero. A zero for Anarchy Angels. 1 point, only 1 point after all that effort for Aveda Perron.
Folks, we're 23 minutes into this first half, and it looks like the Angels are off to an advantage on the Terminal City All-Stars by 3 points.
So it was 7 minutes into the half, 23 minutes remaining.
23 minutes remaining. Sorry about that, Bulldog.
Oh. But no, I'm so used to seeing Terminal City in the red all weekend and in previous games, but now it's Anarchy Angels in the red and Terminal City in the black. Kim Jana breaking through the pack and getting lead jammer. And I didn't see that's Mizzy Decker. I saw the 7, but not the 7-7. There's quite a few 7s on the Anarchy Angels, but Kim Jana completing her first scoring pass and she's potentially going to get that jammer lap point. Mizzy Decker still on her initial pass. Held up in the pack by Scarlet Bloodbath and Kim McKenzie. Now that 2-wall in the front. Scarlet Bloodbath and Kim McKenzie. Now Kim McKenzie going one-on-one. Scarlet Bloodbath dropping back to bridge. Here comes Kim Jana on another scoring pass. Hurts She Kiss gets position on her. Slips past Bare Bones, number 27. Maladjusted trying to make contact and does, knocking down Kim Jana. Kim Jana actually stepping out of bounds and realizing it just in time and able to recycle without drawing that cut penalty. But Ms. E. Decker still on her initial pass, finally getting past Jocelyn Ingram and Scarlet Bloodbath to complete her initial pass. Kim Jana into the pack again, just races, pours on the speed, gets past Hurt She Kiss, calls off the jam.
That was some beautiful blocking by the Anarchy Angels in that pass. If you were watching, they held back Kim Jana very nicely for a couple of seconds at a time there by coming together into a full pack formation. Looks like up next on the jam line, we have Lulu Demon, 44 from the Terminal City All-Stars, up against Roll Assassin, AK-47 from the Anarchy Angels.
And we've had a few lead changes already in the game. The Terminal City now leading only by 6 points, 26-20. This is the most anticipated game of the tournament, I think. The most closely matched teams. And we are seeing it on the track right now. Lulu Demon on her initial pass finds the inside lane, getting past Scary Antoinette in the pack and clinching lead jammer. I think Terminal City has the edge on lead jammer statuses, but there's Roll Assassin fighting her way past Scarlet Bloodbath. And does, for a second, I thought he was saying cut the track, but no, she is out clean. But there goes Lulu Demon through the pack and calling off the jam. And that's probably going to be 4 points. Look at it, there it is, 4 points for Terminal City, bringing up to an even 30.
With only a 10-point spread between these two very closely matched teams, it will be interesting to see how this game happens to play out. We've got Maladjusted, 322, the speed demon of the Anarchy Angels, and we have Aveda Perron, number 52 from the Terminal City All-Stars. With her agility and size, this will be a great match in jams.
But Anarchy Angels with 2 blockers in the penalty box. So it's going to be a 4-on-2 pack advantage for Terminal City. Evaded Perone successfully evading Dangerous Goods. Dangerous Goods going wide in turn 2. Evaded Perone getting lead jammer. Maladjusted gets knocked to the inside, just catches a piece of the infield as Jocelyn Ingram comes in with a hip check. And she has to recycle way back almost to turn 2 as Evaded Perone completes her scoring pass. Potential 5 points there, but only got 4. Only 4 points on that scoring pass.
Drop Dead Red re-entering the pack, and her booty blocking skills are not surpassed. We've got her trying to catch up on Evaded Perone, but Evaded Perone is just too quick.
This time getting all 5 points on her second scoring pass. Evaded Perone coming around for a third. And Maladjusted still struggling, finally getting past Scarlet Bloodbath and Jocelyn Ingram to complete her initial pass. So Evaded Perone now on her third scoring pass. Only 4 points up for grabs on that third scoring pass.
Just before we forget, folks, we're going to be doing the draw for this wonderful Salter watercraft that has been donated graciously by Salter to our tournament this weekend. It's a beautiful inflatable watercraft valued at $800. Online ticket sales are closed, but if you entered, stay tuned. We will be announcing the winner later this afternoon. And also, just to let you know, we're having a great after party at the Henry Public House. If you'd like to come and join us, if you're in the Lower Mainland, make it down, and we'd love to see you.
All right, and I think there was a score modification. That jammer point, that fifth point, may have been awarded posthumously after the jam was dead. But he corrected and gave them that fifth point on that first scoring pass. But now Kim Jana on the track going one-on-one, a heated battle at the front of the pack. But Kim Jana finally getting out as Scary Antoinette was forced to back off. And now going to the penalty box. Oh, Moxie Merlot going to the penalty box. Didn't catch the penalty, but Yo Mama still on her initial pass, fighting to get past Mickey Knox, but that is a tough thing to do. Jermaine Coe and Mickey Knox now double teaming Yo Mama, and Kim Jana coming through, completing a scoring pass. She is lead jammer in control of the clock. Missy Screw going to the penalty box for Terminal City, and Kim Jana untouched. Scary Antoinette saw her and came around, coming out of turn 4, but Kim Jana was able to outrace her and untouched, picking up a grand slam for Terminal City. And around again, Kim Jana now just doing laps almost. Scary Antoinette comes through the turn, but Kim Jana just able to duck behind her for another grand slam for Terminal City. So Terminal City starting to pour the heat on. Yo Mama knocked out of bounds into a ref. That was Lisa Suggett. I believe they called that a forearm penalty on Lisa Suggett. But Scary Antoinette going to the penalty box too, so that's one blocker from each team now removed from the track. Yo Mama on the ground and is very slow picking herself up, coming in at the top of turn 3. And Kim Jana now on, I lost track of how many scoring passes that was. I think this is 4. But the jam ends, and Terminal City starting to open up a lead over Anarchy Angels.
Looks like Yo Mama took quite the fall on that. She was favoring her wrist as she got back up. Folks, this is a sport not for the light of heart. We've got some heavy hits that have happened over this weekend here at the West Coast Dust Up in Cloverdale, BC. Once again, folks, if you're in the Lower Mainland, please come and meet the players. Join us at the after party at the Henry Public House. They are one of our gracious sponsors for the event.
And there was a brief shot of the penalty box. You might see Missy Screw standing up in the penalty box. But Scary Antoinette also in the penalty box. And I can't make it. Oh, Jermaine Coe in the other Terminal City blocker in the penalty box. So a 3-on-2 pack advantage for the Anarchy Angels. But we have an official timeout right now.
And folks, just while we have this official timeout, send us your viewing party pictures at CanuckDerbyTV.com. We'd love to see them and post them up on our website. You, the viewers, are who make us proud to be what we're doing here in Cloverdale, BC at the West Coast Dust Up 2013. Bulldog, who do we have starting up here? Is that Ms. E. Decker and Lulu Demon from the Terminal City All-Stars?
That is correct. But also we have one more... the penalty box situation is slightly confused. Well, I can't really see from here. But I think there is another skater in the penalty. Yes. I can't make out who that is.
That's Scary Antoinette, number 3.
No, for Terminal City?
Oh, for Terminal City, number 16. Missy is screwed.
Oh, no, that's who's standing up. I believe that is Lisa Suggett. Yes, Lisa Suggett. Okay, that's it.
Oh, I see.
But also, if you didn't notice, the penalty box manager showing a 13. That means that Mickey Knox also owes a penalty. That means she is well, that is... There she goes. Mickey Knox heading to the penalty box as Missy Escrew comes out. We've got all that sorted out. But Mickey Knox, there was actually... Missy Escrew was standing up. Okay, I'll rehash that. But right now, Lulu getting through the back and calling off the jam. Sorry, there was a lot of Terminal City skaters going to the penalty box. What happened there? Lisa Suggett and Jermaine Coe were sitting in the penalty box. Missy Escrew was standing up in the penalty box, and then she has less than 10 seconds left. But since she was standing, she was not occupying a seat. No more than 2 blockers can be seated in the penalty box at a time. But Mickey Knox on the track was a must skate because she owed a penalty. But when Missy Escrew was released from the penalty box, Jermaine Coe and Lisa Suggett were still sitting, so when she went to the penalty box, she nevertheless got waved off. So she actually shouldn't have gone to the penalty box, and that was a disadvantage for Terminal City, but it's not showing in the score. And right now, back to the action on the track. Roll Assassin, AK-47, gets lead jammer for Anarchy Angels, the first time in a while.
And it looks like Nazdrovia Wild started off jamming for the Terminal City All-Stars, but she took a penalty early in the jam, and she is sitting in the box at the moment.
So Anarchy Angels with a big opportunity, a 47-point deficit, and now Roll Assassin dodging past Kim McKenzie and Jermaine Coe, getting a grand slam, putting some points on the board after a dry streak for the Anarchy Angels, and a lot of penalties. But penalties on the Terminal City side, giving this opportunity, and here comes Roll Assassin on the second scoring pass, but Kim McKenzie and Jermaine Coe putting up a fight, slowing down Roll Assassin. Kim McKenzie, just a solid wall, but finally runs out of room, and I believe Kim McKenzie actually got a clockwise block called on her. She was inverted and just leaned a little bit and created some clockwise motion and got sent to the box for it. Mickey Knox returning to the pack, though, to back up Jermaine Coe. Lisa Suggett, of course, the pivot, also finished her penalty, but Roll Assassin coming through a third time. Another grand slam, 15 points so far for Anarchy Angels, and she comes around for a fourth scoring pass, but here's Nazdrovia Wild with a jammer for Terminal City back in action after serving her penalty, but held up by Mala, Justin, and SS Shocker. And that's going to end the jam. I believe Roll Assassin calling off the jam. But 2 points awarded to Terminal City, I saw.
What a beautiful pickup for the Anarchy Angels in that jam, folks. They did a great job putting themselves together, and Roll Assassin scooping up a couple of points.
I did it again. The red is Anarchy Angel, but I've been so used to seeing Terminal City in the red. So that was 2 points picked up by Roll Assassin on her third scoring pass. Of course, Nazdrovia Wild was still on her initial pass. So now 17 points picked up by Anarchy Angels.
Looks like we've got Iveta Perron fighting to get through that wall of red that is now the Anarchy Angels. And we've got Lisa Suggett taken out. We've got Roll Assassin fighting again in the pack there?
That is Yo Mama.
Yo Mama. Yo Mama won the MVP yesterday for the way that she played.
That's right. Yo Mama, though, driven out of bounds by Jocelyn Ingram, and now bridged all the way back to the top. And she comes back in front of Jocelyn Ingram. I think she saw her teammate close up or roll up the bridge and thought that I think she thought that Jocelyn Ingram was out of play, but the referee saw it differently.
This play, folks, with the Terminal City All-Stars bridging over to the sides, then creating a little disturbance, but I love to see this action. They've got a really nice strategy here. We've seen them playing this over the weekend, where they drop 2 to each side and then get ready to create the disturbance as their jammer comes in to let her get through without any problems at all. Or very, very small problems. Looks like Big Red was giving her a little bit of a hard time there.
Speaking of small and fast and agile, Iveta Perron coming up with a third scoring pass. It's 15 points so far and comes through untouched. Mizzy Decker was the closest but was unable to contact. A little burst of speed, and Iveta Perron comes through a fourth time. 20 points so far. Now more than making up for that 17 points that Anarchy Angel was able to score against them during that last power jam. Iveta Perron comes around again, and it's going to... I believe that was one more scoring pass.
I think you're right. And it was a great effort by Drop Dead Red to keep Iveta Perron from getting past her, but unfortunately sent her to the penalty box. Looks like on our next coming up jam, we've got Kim Jana.
That's right, a 25-point jam by Iveta Perron. The score now 92-37. So Terminal City catching the early lead in the first 20 minutes of the game. Kim Jana, a burst of speed off the line, outraces SS Shocker off the line. Comes in and gets lead jammer. And now coming around sideways, that's a tomahawk, or mohawk, sorry. It's called a mohawk when a skater turns both wheels outward from their body and skates sideways. But Kim Jana showing some versatility on those wheels and comes around again. A second scoring pass and only 4 points on that one. That's because Yo Mama got into the track. Well, actually, I'm a little bit confused on that one, but Yo Mama breaking free of the pack. That was her initial pass. And Kim Jana coming around again, just clipped by Maladjusted with a hip check and clutching her left leg. May have gotten a big hit from Maladjusted. Maladjusted coming out of nowhere on that one.
Yeah, Maladjusted just showing how technical she can be in the game today. And Yo Mama also displaying, did you see some of those hits that she took, Bulldog? Mm-hmm. She was unwavering. Yo Mama just displaying how fast she can be as an agile jammer, and also that she can really take those hits and mind her own on the track. It's great to see that we got a lot of these ladies bring it on the track this weekend at the West Coast Dust Up for this year.
And Kim Jana going to grab an ice pack and applying it to that left leg. But Lulu Demon, the jammer on the track for Terminal City, gets lead jammer. And
it's like we've got Lulu Demon coming in hot on the pack, trying to make her way through. And we've got, is that
Roll Assassin? Roll Assassin, the jammer for the Anarchy Angels, held up by Kotone Frankowski, Megan Griffith, and Jocelyn Ingram. Yo Mama screening Kotone Frankowski out of the way, but Jocelyn Ingram handling the Anarchy Angels jammer briefly. Roll Assassin, though, rolling off a shoulder check from Megan Griffith to get out of the pack. But there goes Lulu Demon going through the pack, calling it off. 4 more points for Terminal City. Now that's an 8-point jam for Lulu Demon.
Lulu Demon just makes it look so easy. I tell you, Bulldog, these Terminal City All-Stars, they are such quality roller skaters, and I think that these Anarchy Angels are really giving them a run for their money today.
Well, they are certainly giving it their all right now, but though Anarchy Angels with a blocker in the penalty box, or possibly 2. We don't have a very good angle, I'm afraid. Yes, two blockers. That means they only have 2 on the track. Ms. E. Decker jamming for the Anarchy Angels in the red, and Iveta Perron in the black for Terminal City. Has lead jammer coming around on a scoring pass. Just careens into the pack, but clipped by Scary Antoinette and forced out of bounds, and now collapses on the track to avoid a cutting the track penalty, and then races ahead. Now completing her first scoring pass, but that bought time for Ms. E. Decker to complete her initial pass, but not enough time for her to come around and score any points.
With Jermaine Coe and those thighs of steel, when she puts her legs down, she stops almost dead like a solid wall. And Ms. E. Decker just making light work of getting around Jermaine Coe and going around the track to pick up a few more points. Looks like we're still at 37 for the Anarchy Angels, and we're now at 113 for the Terminal City All-Star Roller Girls.
But Roll Assassin, number 8K47, jamming against Kim Jana, number 1223 for Terminal City. Oh, Kim Jana taken down by a hip check from Dangerous Goods, number -6 for Anarchy Angels. But recovering quickly. Now juking to the center, but caught at the front by Dainty But Deadly, number 32 of Anarchy Angels. Green Lantern trying to move in to back her teammate up, but Kim Jana just managing to escape the wrath of the Anarchy Angels. But still in the back, Roll Assassin still trying to get past Mickey Knox, number 13 of Terminal City, and she does. Squeezes around the outside of turn 2, but Kim Jana completing her scoring pass. 4 points for Terminal City, and she calls it off.
Folks, we had a couple of skills competition winners that took home some Pivot Star uniforms today. And Pivot Star, one of our sponsors for the event, brought to you here by Lulu Demon, actually playing for the Terminal City All-Stars. Looks like she's up on the jam line, facing off against the ever-quick Maladjusted, number 322.
Maladjusted coming across with a shoulder check and drives Lulu Demon out of bounds, but Kim McKenzie does the same thing to Maladjusted, and that allows Lulu Demon to come back in without drawing a cut. But she runs into a 3-wall. Oh, that was a beautiful shoulder check from SS Shocker, and repeated shoulder checks from the same skater, as well as back by Scary Antoinette and Yo Mama. Lulu Demon actually knocked down in coming out of turn 2, and Scary Antoinette too far ahead out of the engagement zone, has to back off. Lulu Demon is lead jammer. And now 2 blockers going to the penalty box, one from each team, Jocelyn Ingram and Mizzy Decker. So that's going to make it a 3-on-3 pack. Lulu Demon coming in for a scoring pass. Maladjusted knocked down by a shoulder check from Scarlet Bloodbath, and is still on her initial pass. Lulu Demon fighting off SS Shocker, gets out of the pack, calls it off with a big smile on her face.
Folks, if you're in the Lower Mainland, come and join us at the after party at the Henry Public House in downtown Cloverdale. They're one of our event sponsors and the home of the Mainland Misfits Roller Derby Association. We also have cowboy hats that have been donated from Stampede Tack in Cloverdale. If you're at the event here today and coming down to join us, we will have hats for sale. If you're watching us online from home, you can always email us. We're going to have lots of hats available after the event, and also we're going to be drawing that Salter watercraft in the next couple of minutes.
I swear, if you guard the outside, Evita Peron's going to find the inside lane. If you guard the inside, Evita Peron's going to guard the outside. You know what? If you guard both the outside and the inside, she's going to drive straight up the center. She just needs a tiny opening, and there you saw it just now. Going up the inside lane, gets lead jammer, now on a scoring pass. Dodges to the outside of Dangerous Goods. Dangerous Goods made an effort to catch her, but Evita Peron too quick for her, too agile, and 4 points Terminal City.
That's right, Bulldog. Looks like up next we've got Yo Mama versus off against Kim Jana. Girls are just getting them sorted themselves out on the track here. Got some referee hand signals.
That's not just they're not just hand dancing.
I've been admiring Dev Null when he's calling a grand slam and he does this little thumb rotation. Watch for that next time. It's kind of interesting. So we've got Kim Jana breaking her way into the pack here.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. The thumb. He's reffing and he knows it. There's Kim Jana coming out with lead jammer. Yo Mama at the back of the pack, driven to the infield by Kotone Frankowski and drawn back to the top of turn 1. Now Kim Jana lapping the opposing jammer, getting up to the front. Scary Antoinette holding on, juking back and forth. And Maladjusted coming up, making it a 2-wall, making it difficult for Kim Jana. Comes across with a hip check. Scary Antoinette all over the track, but Maladjusted runs out of room, has to back off, and Kim Jana comes up with a grand slam. And there's Yo Mama finally getting around Kotone Frankowski, but only to face Kim McKenzie, who knocks her to the infield, forcing her to recycle to turn 1. And here comes Kim Jana on a second scoring pass. Just whips right through a 3-wall. There's a tiny opening, but that was just enough, and another grand slam. 10 points so far in this jam. Yo Mama forced out of bounds, has to recycle back out of turn 3. And here comes Kim Jana a third time. This time just a quick slalom run all the way through the Anarchy Angels blockers, and a grand slam. 15 points. Looks like Moxie Merlot going to the penalty box for the Anarchy Angels. That's going to drop them to a disadvantage in the pack. Yo Mama still struggling to get out. Oh, Kotone Frankowski going to the penalty box as well. That's going to even it up in the pack. But that doesn't seem to be helping Yo Mama. Jocelyn Ingram comes in with a hip check that knocks down Yo Mama, knocking her into Kim McKenzie. Both skaters falling down, but Kim Jana just easily sweeping through the confusion and chaos for another grand slam. So now Kim Jana is looking to match Evita Peron's previous jam of 25 points.
Kim Jana calling off the jam there. Looks like her hip's still bugging her a little bit, but she's skating through it and skating hard. Folks, we have viewing party pictures. We'd love to see them. Come on in, and you can email them to us through our website at canuckderbytv.com. We love to do this. We love to do it for you, being able to watch us at home from the comfort of your own living room. Please send us your pictures, and remember, we've got kids watching too, so keep it PG-13. Looks like starting up on the jam line, we've got Lulu Demon, number 44, and Roll Assassin, number AK-47 of the Anarchy Angels. For the score so far, we've got Terminal City at 158 points, and the Anarchy Angels at 37.
Lulu Demon running into Dangerous Goods, sweeps to the inside, but and just sneaks out, looking over her shoulder. I think she thought she might have, I'm not sure what she thought actually, but she gets out for lead jammer, but there goes Roll Assassin getting out as well. Now Lulu Demon juking to the inside to avoid a shoulder check from SS Shocker, calling off the jam as she goes, and that's enough to keep Roll Assassin from getting any points. 3 points for Terminal City. And an official review, the first official review of the game. Each team gets one official review per half.
Do you see any shoes on Noah Backtop? Oh, and folks, we have from Salter Watercrafts. We're going to be drawing the drop for Salter Watercrafts for the wonderful inflatable boat they've donated to us at 2 o'clock. For their inflatable boats, it's Affordable Freedom. It's up to an $800 value for this particular watercraft, and you can visit more information about the watercrafts that they sell at salterboat.com. Unfortunately, online ticket sales are now closed, but if you purchased them earlier in the weekend or last week previously, we're going to be drawing for that boat at 2 o'clock.
That's right. So that's pretty much going to be, I think, right before the next half starts. Actually, I'm not certain exactly what the arrangement is, but we are coming up on the end of the first half. 1 minute, 21 seconds showing on the period clock. But we're in the middle of an official review right now. Noah Backtalk now, the coach of the Anarchy Angels, now talking amiably with Coach Mac the Mouth of Terminal City. Of course, these guys, these two gentlemen go way back. They were actually Noah Backtalk originally with Terminal City, but then became a coach of, I think, over at Eves of Destruction in Victoria, and is now the coach for Anarchy Angels. So, Noah gets around. But great guy. Also skates for Vancouver Murder.
Have you seen him skate?
I have seen him skate plenty of times.
You know, the men's roller derby scene in Canada, for that matter, but more in BC, is really taken off, and the Mainland Misfits and Roller Derby Association supporting the Vancouver Murder quite strongly. Vancouver Murder is a talented men's team. I got to see them at Flat Track Fever this year, facing off against the Puget Sound. Puget Sound has one heck of a team too.
But that is a sharp hat that Noah is wearing right now, and that matches your hat, isn't it? Where'd you get that hat?
It does match my hat. You know, these hats were graciously donated to us from Stampede Tack in Cloverdale for our West Coast Dust Up, except looks like Noah's dressed his up a bit. He's got an Anarchy Angels logo on the front, and he's found wings somewhere to put on the sides of his. And it looks like Coach Stan Deside also has a beautiful Stampede Tack and Western wear white cowboy hat on. That's
right, and they are not only comfortable and stylish, as well as practical in this very sunny weather, but they're also customizable.
Looks like the girls are heating up. If we pan over to the Terminal City Roller Girls, they're fanning each other off, getting a little hot and bothered for this game here, and they're having a quick powwow before we get back onto the track to resume this game. Looks like the refs are still talking to Coach Noah Backtalk and Mac the Mouth just to decide, making a decision. Looks like everyone's headed off the track, and we're going to get back on a roll here.
Okay, well, it looks like Noah Backtalk's official review has yielded some fruit. Roll Assassin is removed from the penalty box, so that means that Anarchy Angels will be able to field a jammer. I don't recall do you remember what the penalty was?
No, I didn't see it.
That's right, things happen so fast, and that was a very chaotic jam that we finished, and I'm afraid I did not catch what the penalty was. There are so many to choose from. But regardless, Noah Backtalk wins. Well, he successfully gets the call overturned. The official review is upheld, and Roll Assassin is now sitting on the bench, and Maladjusted is wearing the jammer cap for Anarchy Angels.
something to be said for WIFTA redid the rules just recently, earlier this year, and it's led to some very nice fast derby being played on the track. And Terminal City Roller Girls are definitely known for playing a fast game, and the Anarchy Angels are holding their own, playing an equally fast game with them. It's nice to see that we're not looking at any slow derby this weekend at the West Coast Dust Up. All these ladies have come out, guns blazing. Starting off this jam, we've got Maladjusted for the Anarchy Angels and Evita Perron, number 52 for the Terminal City All-Stars.
And leaning into the pack, Evita Perron looking for that inside lane that she loves so much, but gets knocked out. The Anarchy Angels waiting for it, but Evita Perron recovering very quickly. Now up to the front. Scary Antoinette looked like she was lining her up, but Jocelyn Ingram managed to position herself between, protecting her jammer, and Evita Perron able to get out for a lead. Maladjusted, though, also getting out of the pack about a quarter lap behind Evita Perron. Evita Perron looking over her shoulder, sees the Anarchy Angels jammer coming, dips into the pack for a hit it and quit it. Only going to get 1 point for her efforts, but that's one more than Anarchy Angels.
Folks, just once again, just to thank Salter Watercrafts for donating a lovely inflatable boat to our event this weekend. $800 of value. Enjoy it. Paddling around this summer on your camping in your own leisure. Take it fishing. Take it for a cruise. Catch a tan. Or catch some fish. You can visit more information at salterboat.com or on our event on Facebook for West Coast Dust Up.
But that drawing is imminent as we go into the last 30 seconds of the period. This is likely the last jam. We've got Kim Jana jamming for Terminal City, fighting all four blockers, a four wall at the front. Dangerous Goods drops to the deck, but we've still got Bare Bones and Hershey Kiss, and that's SS Shocker to guard the way, but Kim Jana able to fight free. Roll Assassin jamming, has to get past Kim McKenzie. Kim McKenzie's not going to make that easy. Drives the Anarchy Angels. Oh, she gets a penalty. I did not. Cutting the track.
I think Roll Assassin, Scarlet Bloodbath, skated back just in time to catch her for cutting the track on that. Roll Assassin gets sent to the box. We've got a power jam for the Terminal City All-Stars for the last couple of seconds of this jam.
All right, just a little over a minute left in the jam, but the period clock has expired, so this will be the final jam of the first half of this matchup. Dangerous Goods drops back, but Kim Jana speeds past her, runs into Hershey Kiss, jukes to the inside to get around SS Shocker, and completes a scoring pass. 5 points, Terminal City. And Scarlet Bloodbath now going to the penalty box. That is going to give Anarchy Angels a one blocker advantage, with Kim Jana into the pack, squeezing past SS Shocker and Hershey Kiss to complete another scoring pass. 5 points, Grand Slam, Terminal City. And the pack at a standstill, anchored in turn one. Kim Jana going to Mohawk position, coming around turn two, and gets knocked to the inside and opts to call off the jam rather than recycle. So that ends the period, and we're gonna start the next period with looks like Roll Assassin. I'm not sure if she was in the penalty box still, but that is, we'll see. We'll find out in the second half. But in the meantime, what do we have in store, Sam? Wow.
It looks like we're going to be drawing for that Salter Watercraft momentarily. And folks, if you're in the Lower Mainland and you'd like to come and meet some of the players that have been demonstrating their fantastic skills on the track, come and join us at the Henry Public House in downtown Cloverdale, just located 5 minutes from the arena where we're hosting all the hot action this weekend. You can come and join us. They are one of the key sponsors for the event this weekend, in addition to Salter Watercrafts, Pivot Star, owned by the lovely Miss Lulu Demon from the Terminal City All-Stars. Also, these very stylish cowboy hats sported by Mr. Noah Backtalk, Coach Stand Aside, and also myself, Sam Wow, here in the announcer booth. They have been graciously donated to us by Stampede Tack in Cloverdale. CRDI Insurance is also sponsoring our event. Oh gosh, I'm getting all tongue-tied here, Bulldog. Okay, we're going to cut to a break, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Oh hi, I'm ZZ Slop with Fog City Rollers, and you're watching Canuck Derby TV.
It's not true.
folks. Welcome back to the West Coast Dust Up of 2013, the first annual. We are so happy to announce, donated so graciously for our event by Salter Watercrafts, we had an $800 inflatable boat to enjoy your summers with, and that was won by Mr. Derek Davies, Russian destruction of the Vancouver murder. Unfortunately, he was not here to take his prize in person today as he was coaching the junior league, the Honey Badgers. But congratulations, Derek Davies, Mr. Russian destruction of the Vancouver murder. You have won yourself an $800 boat, graciously provided by Salter Watercrafts. Just a words on some of our other sponsors for the event this weekend. Pivot Star, owned by Miss Lulu Demon of the Terminal City All-Stars, is supplying us with some prizes for our Super Skills competition that happened earlier today. We also have these fantastic cowboy hats donated to us by Stampede Tack in Cloverdale and CRDI Insurance.
And we're into the second half. Kim Jana jamming for Terminal City. Roll Assassin started out in the penalty box, just had a few seconds left. It looks like there's two blockers in the penalty box, SS Shocker and Kotane Frankowski, so 3-on-3 in the pack. Roll Assassin now on her initial pass, surrounded on three sides. Lisa Suggett holding down the front for Terminal City, but Roll Assassin able to fight her way through. Kim Jana colliding with Maladjusted, both skaters hitting the deck. And Kim Jana getting a back block major. She goes to the penalty box. It wasn't clear at first, but now it is a power jam for the Anarchy Angels. Roll Assassin still on her initial pass, though, finally getting past Lisa Suggett as she gets too far ahead and has to give the... that is a grand slam. That was a scoring pass, excuse me. I was focusing on Kim Jana going to the penalty box, but now it is Kim Jana is joined by Scarlet Bloodbath and Lisa Suggett. And SS Shocker leaves the penalty box. That means that Anarchy Angels at full strength on this power jam. Terminal City's down to two blockers, Mickey Knox and Missy Escrew. Missy Escrew unable to hold Roll Assassin in the pack for very long. And that's a grand slam for Roll Assassin. So far, Anarchy Angels starting out the second half strong. Now colliding right in between Missy Escrew and Mickey Knox, but Roll Assassin able to just stumble through the pack, completing another grand slam. I believe that is the third grand slam of this jam. Roll Assassin coming in a fourth time. Missy Escrew squeezing, getting her shoulder in. Roll Assassin squeezing through Mickey Knox, and Missy Escrew again gets that grand slam, but now Kim Jana back on the track. She is on a scoring pass. Gets by SS Shocker and Dangerous Goods, but caught up front by Yo Mama. Now SS Shocker getting up there, making it a 2-wall. And Kim Jana, she's got a big smile on her face, but she had to fight for those 4 points she just got. One more point put on the board for Roll Assassin of the Anarchy Angels.
Looking good. Anarchy Angels coming up to a big 57 points. Looking to star off against the Terminal City All-Stars at 186 points with 27 minutes left in this game. Folks, it's going to be a hot and heated final half of the last game. This is the last game of the day, isn't it, Bulldog?
This is the home stretch, last half of the last game of the last day of the West Coast Dust Up, and that is a Jammer star pass off right off the line from Evita Perron to Kim McKenzie. Let's see if it pays off, but no, Missy Decker. That's what we've seen. Terminal City has been testing out that strategy all weekend, but it has every single time it's been the other team gets lead jammer. And you're giving up lead jammer when you make that star pass.
I was just going to say, Bulldog, if anybody's sitting and watching us from the comfort of your own homes, hopefully you're all tuning into this final half of the last game of the day. Please send us your viewing party pictures. Snap a quick picture with your cell phone or smart camera and send it to us at CanuckDerbyTV.com. We'd love to post your pictures. We'd love to do this for you, the viewers at home. Starting off this jam, we have Lulu Demon, number 44, up against Roll Assassin. Yo Mama from the Anarchy Angels making her way to the front of the pack.
Ooh, third time's the charm. It's Maladjusted, the jammer for Anarchy Angels. But she gets out first for lead jammer, beats Lulu Demon out of the pack. Lulu Demon now clearing the pack, but a half a lap behind Maladjusted. Megan Griffiths in the penalty box, so a 4-on-3 pack advantage for the Anarchy Angels as Maladjusted gets into the pack, careens around the outside, caught briefly by Lisa Suggett, but calls off the jam, and it gets all 4 points. And Lulu Demon getting 1 point off the back of the pack.
Third time's a charm, I guess. Hey, Bulldog, I better leave the calling up to you.
They were both excellent guesses.
Looks like starting off for the Terminal City All-Stars, we have Nazdrovia Wild, 191, up against Mizzy Decker, number 77 for the Anarchy Angels.
That's right. Megan Griffith still in the penalty box, so 4-on-3 pack advantage continues for the Anarchy Angels. Mizzy Decker looking to the outside, but runs into Kim McKenzie, who forces her down in turn 1. She has to recycle back to the pivot line. And up front, we've got Nazdrovia Wild getting past the Hurt Sheet Kiss, and then gets a free pass past Drop Dead Red and Scary Antoinette for lead jammer as they get past that 20-foot engagement zone. Still in the pack, Mizzy Decker stuck behind Jocelyn Ingram, dodges around her, gets past Schwarzenegger, but Kim McKenzie comes in with a hip check, forces her back into the pack, and there goes Nazdrovia Wild through the pack for a Grand Slam Terminal City. And racing ahead, coming around again, still in the pack for the Anarchy Angels. Mizzy Decker gets knocked to the deck by some vicious hip checks from Kim McKenzie, and come across Schwarzenegger, comes in with a hip check, but Mizzy Decker just brushes it off, gets through the pack finally. But a full lap and a half behind Nazdrovia Wild, who gets through the pack a second time, calls off the jam as she exits, and gets 3 points. 3 points. Did not get the point off of Hurt She Kiss at the front of the pack.
Looks like we've got Kim Jana for the Terminal City All-Stars, starting on the jam line with Yo Mama, number 23 from the Anarchy Angels.
And do we have a cleared penalty box? Yes, we do. No one in the penalty box. That means it's 5-on-5. Everybody on the track. Kim Jana looking for that outside lane. Now leaning into the center, but not getting very far, forced wide. Now pouring on the speed, finds an open outside lane. Maladjusted got the shoulder in, and now Bare Bones got a shoulder in as well. But Kim Jana able to just absorb those and gets through the pack anyway. Yo Mama driven to the back of the pack after he was forced out of bounds. Comes back in. Scarlet Bloodbath in position. Actually, all 4 Terminal City blockers in position ahead of her. Kim Jana fighting her way past the Anarchy Angels. And Maladjusted gets her out with a hip check. She's forced to recycle all the way back to the pivot line, and Dangerous Goods draws her back even further, even though she didn't actually have the ability to trigger the cut. But there it goes. Oh, Yo Mama finally getting past Germaine. Oh, doesn't do it. She gets a cutting the track. Germaine Co was able to draw the cut, and now Kim Jana on a power jam. Slips right between Dangerous Goods and Bare Bones to complete that scoring pass. Terminal City, all 4 blockers on the track, and now dropping anchor in turn 3. 4 wall for the Anarchy Angels. Lisa Suggett moves in to break it up, and nice work. Dangerous Goods was the only one to make contact with Kim Jana, but Kim Jana breaking free, gets 5 points, calls it off.
Folks, if you're in the Lower Mainland with us, come and join us at the after party at the Henry Public House, one of our sponsors for the event this weekend. The Henry Public House is located in downtown Cloverdale, just 5 minutes from the home arena for the Mainland Misfits Roller Derby Association. And folks, if you're not aware, that is the Roller Derby Association the Anarchy Angels belong to, with their coaches Noah Backdock and Stand Aside. Here we're starting off the second jam with Evita Perron.
Evita Perron taking out 2 Anarchy Angels blockers, and now Mizzy Decker going to the penalty box. Didn't see the call. Those calls sometimes flash pretty quickly, and if you're not looking at exactly the right spot, you'll miss them. But Evita Perron around again, hitching a ride with Megan Griffith into the pack, and now escapes from SS Shocker all on her own for Grand Slam Terminal City. That's right. Evita Perron gets another Grand Slam for Terminal City. That was a very common phrase in the previous game against Toast, and now becoming just as common in this game. SS Shocker almost falling on top of Evita Perron, and Evita Perron calling off the jam for more points for Terminal City.
It's a pretty successful block by the Anarchy Angels SS Shocker there. She just about did fall on top of Evita Perron though, didn't she?
Well, a really strong performance all day long by SS Shocker. Very aggressive and very strong blocker. Nimble too. Actually one of the largest skaters on her team, but quite a bit of agility there. And now, speaking of agility, we've got maladjusted speed and agility. She won the fastest lap competition by a very narrow margin over Nozdrovia Wild. But now Lulu Demon jamming for Terminal City. Stumbles coming out of turn 2 and still stuck behind Scary Antoinette. And here comes maladjusted, showing us that speed. She is lead jammer now on a scoring pass. Runs into Missy Askew. Both of them fall down. Recovers. Gets around Lisa Suggett. But Scarlet Bloodbath comes in with a hip check. Maladjusted calling off the jam for 4 points. Lulu Demon coming up empty.
Looks like we've got 214 points on the scoreboard for the Terminal City All-Stars so far today. We've got 66 points for the Anarchy Angels. Looks like up next we've got Yo Mama versus off against Nozdrovia Wild, 191 proof of the Terminal City All-Stars.
And that was a very short jam. Miss E. Decker still in the penalty box, but standing up now, so she will be back to full strength on both teams very shortly. And there she goes. But Yo Mama knocked out of bounds by Kim McKenzie, drawn back behind the jammer line. Nozdrovia Wild, jammer for Terminal City, in the black there on your screen. Coming into the pack and just does a slalom run right through the pack, as well as lapping the Anarchy Angels jammer, Yo Mama.
She makes it look so easy.
Indeed. So smooth and powerful on the track. Coming from a hockey background, I'm told. Nozdrovia Wild, actually from Poland, I learned last night. So, she's earned the name, I think.
I played with her in a co-ed mashup a few months ago, and she is lovely. She's a friendly lady. She's a great asset to have on the track. Thank goodness she was on my team.
That's right. Well, she moves. She has a very low stance, but a very confident and controlled stance. Almost like a Black Panther out there, or some other, beast of prey.
We've seen her mostly jamming today, but she is one heck of a blocker too. It'll be interesting to see if they throw her on the blocking line. And it looks like coming up in this jam, we've got Kim Jana making her way to the front of the pack.
And I believe that is Roll Assassin, stuck behind Jermaine Coe. She's Roll Assassin, the jammer for the Anarchy Angels, trying to get past Jermaine Coe and Mickey Knox at the same time. But Kim Jana breaking free for lead jammer. Roll Assassin right behind her, just about. Oh, now going to the penalty box. So it's going to be another power jam for Terminal City. Kim
Power
Jana.
jams are really giving them the advantage today, hey?
Kim Jana coming in, runs into Green Lantern, but ducks past her, gets past Bare Bones and Maladjusted. Dainty but Deadly not making contact for that. Grand Slam for Terminal City. She comes in again, it looks like she requests one blocker to break up that wall, but escapes on her own power. And Kim Jana coming up with another Grand Slam, Terminal City. I believe that was 2 Grand Slams so far in this jam. And a third time, the pack still anchored at turn 3, but now moves around turn 1 and moves around the turn. Kim Jana dodges around Dainty but Deadly and obstacle off the jam with Roll Assassin still in the penalty box as jammer. Okay, we've got a down skater. One of the Anarchy Angels. Yeah, she's surrounded right now, so I can't tell who that is. But I believe that was what called off the jam. I'm not sure if it was called off by the lead jammer, but medics are taking a look at it.
It's definitely a downside to the sport, Bulldog, is that these ladies train hard. They're very strong. They're very athletic, but it just takes falling the wrong way sometimes. And looks like we've got excellent medical staff on the court today, and they're going to take care of Mala and make sure that she's all right.
Okay, looks like she's getting up under her own power. Maladjusted, number 322 for Anarchy Angels. Looks like she just got a big hit, possibly got a wind knocked out of her, but it doesn't seem to be favoring any of her any limbs.
Mala is one tough cookie. I've seen her play in a couple of Anarchy Angels games, and I've seen her take some brutal hits, and she's always back up on her feet. Looks like she's just going to take a couple of breaths of air on the bench there and we've got some new skaters on the jam line. Looks like for Terminal City, Evita Peron's got the panty on. Evita Peron jamming for Terminal City All-Stars, and it looks like we've got the Anarchy Angels jammer still in the penalty box.
That's Roll Assassin still in the penalty box for the Anarchy Angels. Evita Peron dodging quickly back and forth and finding an opening between Drop Dead Red and Scary Antoinette to get out for lead jammer. The pack firmly anchored at the jammer line. Kim McKenzie moving in to break up the four wall, but Evita Peron now surrounded by Anarchy Angels blockers. We got Scary Antoinette and Drop Dead Red at the front, backed up by Yo Mama. But now it is Scary Antoinette knocks Evita Peron out of bounds, but no one was there. He wasn't able to drop back, and Evita Peron comes back in clean and a grand slam. But Roll Assassin back in action, stumbles on her, runs into one of her own teammates, falling to the ground at the top of turn 3, but back on her feet. On her initial pass, Kim McKenzie comes in with a hip check, a rolling hip check, and gets Roll Assassin down repeatedly now. Roll Assassin just fighting to stay on her skates with this repeated pummeling from Kim McKenzie, number 18 of Terminal City. Roll Assassin trying to roll around the hip check of Kim McKenzie, but here comes Evita Peron on another scoring pass. Dangerous Goods comes in with a hip check, taking down Evita Peron. They're actually about the same height, actually. But Evita Peron now at the back of the pack, slowing down, approaching the pack a little more cautiously now. But Roll Assassin still fighting to get past, and now Jocelyn Ingram this time taking her out of bounds on the infield, and now at the back of the pack. Still on her initial pass, Evita Peron completing another grand slam for Terminal City. She had to work for that one, though. We've seen her just slice through the pack so many times. This time, Anarchy Angels finding a way to slow her down and even stop her for a while. There's Drop Dead Red coming across. And Scary Antoinette and Yo Mama working together. Scary Antoinette knocks Evita Peron out of bounds. And Evita Peron's going to settle for 3 points in that last scoring pass, but Roll Assassin not completing her initial pass.
Folks, for those of you who missed it earlier, we did draw for the $800 boat donated to us by Salter Watercrafts. The winner of the draw was Mr. Russian Destruction, Derek Davies. He plays for the Vancouver Murder and also coaches the Junior Derby League, the Honey Badgers, and he was away coaching his junior derby players this afternoon. But once again, congratulations, Mr. Derek Davies, Russian Destruction of the Vancouver Murder.
Full strength for both teams, 5-on-5 on the track. Lulu Demon facing off against Ms. E. Decker, number 77 for the Anarchy Angels. Anarchy Angels in the red, Terminal City wearing the black for this game. They've been red all weekend, but this time wearing the black. It's actually probably a relief to them because it has been very, very hot in this place, and they get to wear fresh jerseys. Anarchy Angels wearing the same jerseys they've been wearing all weekend. But now fighting at the front. Mizzy Decker finally getting a free pass past Lisa Suggett, but there's Lulu Demon on a scoring pass, gets through and is being told to continue on. 4 points. Did not get that jammer lap point because Mizzy Decker was able to get through and complete her pass before Lulu Demon started that scoring pass. And but it was a delayed call, but she does eventually call it off. No points for Anarchy Angels.
Just some beautiful blocking by the Angels, though, in that jam. They've really been showing their teamwork and their investment in the sport today. Angels have come a long way since last season, making their way into the West Coast Dust-Up. Finally, for the last game of the day, we have 14 minutes left on the clock, folks.
And both these teams are in very close proximity, so I'm sure the Anarchy Angels are learning a lot from their sisters next door, Terminal City Roller Girls, one of the top teams in Canada. But Kim Jana getting through the pack quickly, and there is a fresh jammer. That is Hurt She Kiss. Hurt She Kiss jamming for the first time in this game, number 00. Just barely gets. Both skaters went out of bounds. I was afraid there might be a cut for the Angels City, or sorry, Anarchy Angels. But no, she got a no pass, no penalty, so came back in clean. But it was to no avail. No points for Angel City as Terminal City calls it off.
And folks, if you're in the Lower Mainland watching this from the comfort of your own home today, come and join us at our after party at the Henry Public House in Cloverdale, BC. It's only 5 minutes from the actual event itself, and they are one of our event sponsors. They have delicious food, great drinks, and come and meet the skaters you're watching on the computer today.
Nozdrovia Wild driven out of bounds by Green Lantern, number 1940 of the Anarchy Angels. And up ahead, Scary Antoinette all the way almost to turn 3 before Lisa Suggett had to back off. And Scary Antoinette, the lead jammer for Anarchy Angels. Nozdrovia Wild getting past Drop Dead Red this time, just in time to avoid giving up that jammer point. But now Kim McKenzie and Lisa Suggett forced to back off as they run out of room in the engagement zone. Nozdrovia Wild was right up on there. It's going to come down to inches, and she does. She gets two passes on the pack on the track, and Moxie Merlot, sitting in the penalty box, gives up a ghost point. That was Scary Antoinette's first jam of the game. She's jammed in previous games, but against Terminal City, this was her first time with the Star Jammer Cap. And puts points on the board and gets lead jammer. So
looks like also we've got Dangerous Goods jamming now for the Anarchy Angels against Evita Perron from the Terminal City All-Stars. I think this might be Dangerous Goods' first jam of the day too. Indeed,
I think the first jam of the tournament.
Good pile up.
But I guess Anarchy Angels looking to shake things up and try and exercise the deep into their jammer line. The Dangerous Goods still in the pack on her initial scoring pass. Evita Perron claims lead jammer for Terminal City. Dangerous Goods dodges between Mickey Knox and Schwarzenegger, but Schwarzenegger able to knock her down and now drawing her back to turn 4. Jocelyn Ingram drawing way back. Evita Perron on a scoring pass, muscles past it. Roll Assassin for a grand slam. And now there's a skater down.
Looks like Goods took one heck of a hit there from the Terminal City All-Stars. We've got Coach Noah calling the refs out on that.
Did not look happy about that.
Okay, guys, we're going to go to a break, and we're going to come back when this is resolved. Check us out at CanuckDerbyTV.com. Hey, guys, and we're back. Dangerous Goods was up and off of the track. Looks like she's just recovering on the bench right now. Starting up, we've got 11 minutes left in the second half of the last game of the day here at West Coast Dust Up in Cloverdale, BC. Bringing this to you live is CanuckDerbyTV.com. I am Sam Wow, and I've got my co-host, Bulldog. And it looks like we're starting off the next jam with Hurt She Kiss from the Anarchy Angels and Lulu Demon of the Terminal City All-Stars. Lulu Demon also owning the fantastic Pivot Star Derby Apparel athletic clothing line. She's donated quite a bit to the tournament for our super skills testing that we had this afternoon. Maladjusted actually from the Anarchy Angels won the fastest. And we've got Anarchy Angels are just talking. We've got Deanna Smashchick. She is one of the first aid on staff today. She's talking to Dangerous Goods, making sure she's okay. And here we go, starting the game.
That's right. Dangerous Goods did return to the bench under her own power. So she just took a really brutal hit. But now we've got a Hurt She Kiss, number 00. Jamming for Anarchy Angels, stuck behind Kim McKenzie. Kim McKenzie coming across, actually gets knocked down by Lulu Demon as she comes past, and that actually opened the door for Hurt She Kiss to get out of the pack. But Lulu Demon a full lap ahead of Hurt She Kiss right now, and in control of the clock with lead jammer, runs into the pack, bounces off a hip check from Scary Antoinette, and calls off the jam.
Speaking of Pivot Star, Bulldog, I think that all of the girls on the track right now are sporting Pivot Star uniforms. Just from your homes, watching online right now, I hope that you folks are all admiring how lovely these ladies all look today. And coming up next, we have Maladjusted back on the track, hopefully with a vengeance, recovered from her fall earlier, and Kim Jana, number 1223 from the Terminal City All-Stars, ready to face off.
There's the first whistle. Kim Jana leaning into Drop Dead Red, but Drop Dead Red managing to stay in front of her. Around the outside, Maladjusted coming past Kim Jana and escapes the clutches of Jermaine Coe. Jermaine Coe almost had her, but Maladjusted too quick. And we saw that in the speed skill. She won the single lap fastest time by just about 0.5 of a second. over Nozdrovia Wild, as we already mentioned, and now she's showing it, coming through, gets into the pack, calls off the jam, and it's going to be no score, no points, did not make any clean passes.
No surprise that Mala made it to the front of the pack right away there, though. Once again, she did win the Super Skills competition, winning some wonderful athletic apparel donated to us by Pivot Star. Also, folks, just a few more of our sponsors for the event this weekend. We could not have put it on without them. CRDI Insurance, that is Canadian Roller Derby Insurance of Canada, and the Henry Public House, located in downtown Cloverdale, BC.
And there's the whistle, Mrs. D.E. Decker, number 77, jamming for Anarchy Angels. And there's Nozdrovia Wild, number 191, Proof. Gets around the pack and comes out with lead jammer. Passed up Hurt She Kiss, as it happens. As she did so, now still in the pack, there is Mizzy Decker. Kim McKenzie stumbling, and Megan Griffith unable to reel her back in. Mizzy Decker gets out of the pack, but that was her initial pass. Nozdrovia Wild on a scoring pass. First scoring pass, Green Lantern up front, 1940, whiffs with a hip check, and Nozdrovia Wild calls off the jam. No points, Anarchy Angels. And looks like 4 points for Terminal City.
Starting up on the line, we have Yo Mama, number 23, and Evita Perron, number 52, tiny but deadly, from the Terminal City All-Stars. Folks, we're just rounding out. We have 8 minutes left on the clock for the second half of the final game of the day. Sitting at 275 points for the Terminal City All-Stars and 70 for the Anarchy Angels.
Evita Perron, number 52, jamming for Terminal City. Yo Mama, number 23, at the back of the packs, jamming for the Anarchy Angels behind 3 of the Terminal City blockers. Evita Perron getting past Dainty but Deadly, number 32 of Anarchy Angels, and Things lead jammer, as we've seen her do so often today. Yo Mama knocked to the infield and comes in behind Schwarzenegger, number 101 for Terminal City. Tries to juke to the inside, but stumbles over a skate and has to pick herself back up at the back of the pack. Evita Perron completing a scoring pass.
The Anarchy Angels are really working hard to keep Evita Perron from getting through the pack. Keep an eye on that big wall of red, and they're just going to try to stop her the best that they possibly can. She is so small and fast, always taking the opening that comes up. And we've got Yo Mama coming in to turn 1, looking to round up on the pack to see if she can pick up some points for the Anarchy Angels.
Scarlet Bloodbath opened up that door for Evita Perron, and she's going to get 3 more for Terminal City.
On the line, we've got Lulu Demon, number 44 of the Terminal City All-Stars, and number 306, Scary Antoinette. She will be jamming for the Anarchy Angels, and she is scary good.
That's Yo Mama on your screen, number 23, having an animated discussion with her teammates. Not sure what they're talking about, but very high spirits over on the Anarchy Angels bench. And we've got Scary Antoinette jamming only the second time today for the Anarchy Angels. The first time she jammed, she got lead jammer and outscored Terminal City. But now stuck behind the ever-present Kim. I spoke too soon. No, Kim McKenzie not there. That's Lisa Suggett. Lisa Suggett wearing a very similar outfit. But Scary Antoinette gets up to the front. Lulu Demon going to the penalty box, so it's going to be a power jam for Anarchy Angels. Scary Antoinette, second time jamming, second time lead jammer, and it looks like she is in position to outscore Terminal City again.
What a great day for Scary Antoinette. Folks, we've really seen a lot of the players come out this weekend and show their prowess on the Derby track. Scary Antoinette coming around, picking up a nice couple of points for the Anarchy Angels.
There's a grand slam for the Anarchy Angels. It's like Missy a screw going to the penalty box. That's going to fill up the Terminal City penalty box. Only 2 blockers left on the track. And Scary Antoinette getting a second grand slam. 10 points so far in this jam for the ladies in red.
Almost a full minute left on the clock for Scary Antoinette to make the most of this.
Mickey Knox and Lisa Suggett both getting hits on Scary Antoinette, but Scary Antoinette getting around. Mickey Knox going to the penalty box. So briefly, that's going to be only 1 blocker. Bigger opportunity for an easy scoring pass. Lisa Suggett makes her pay the toll, but a glancing blow with the shoulder means Scary Antoinette gets another grand slam. But now Lulu Demon out of the penalty box, racing around the track. We will see, gets knocked down by Mizzy Decker, And Scary Antoinette calling off the jam.
What a great safety roll by Lulu Demon, coming right into the track to get a few extra points for the Terminal City All-Stars. That was a wonderful play by Scary Antoinette. Coach Noah's clearly very pleased with that. And we've got our girls setting up for the next jam. We've got less than 5 minutes in the game, folks. Kim Jana, number 1223 of the Terminal City All-Stars, facing off against Maladjusted, number 322, the Speed Demon for the Anarchy Angels.
Timeout called by Terminal City, and I just want to say you're probably worried about if you may be worried about Dangerous Goods over at home. She does have her helmet off at the bench, but she is the medics are not attending to her, so they've obviously cleared her for any serious injury, at least for the time being. But she's over on the bench and looking and talking to her teammates. So
looks like we've got Coach stand aside having a brief powwow with the girls on the track from the Anarchy Angels. Coach Noah's having a walk over to see what they're talking about, and the Terminal City All-Stars, can't see them on the screen right now, but they're having a good old group high five, getting ready to get back to the game. Coach stand aside looks like he's talking some strategy with the girls. We've got Maladjusted, Green Lantern, Yo Mama,
and Roll Assassin. And I also wanted to real quickly clarify something. When Dangerous Goods was on the ground, you may have seen the camera cut over to the table, and you may have seen me with a big smile on my face. And I assure you, I was not smiling at the injury. I heard something funny in my ear and I turned around to take a look, and I was laughing at that. But I mean, I was very embarrassed when I saw that the camera was right on me with this big smile. But I just wanted to say, we're all concerned about Dangerous Goods, but it looks like she is doing okay now.
Dangerous Goods is one tough cookie. I mean, I've seen the Anarchy Angels play a couple of times, and I've seen all of those girls take their hits in one game or another, and they've always gotten back up, which is a great thing to see in Derby. We hate to see anyone get carried out, and so far this weekend, no serious injuries that we're aware of. Maladjusted taken off to the outside, and here she comes to the front of the pack with a big hit from Ingram. Let's see if she gets in behind her.
Kim Jana up to the front now, fighting her way forward, but Green Lantern and SS Shocker holding their own against her. Oh, Yo Mama dropping back to bridge, and Green Lantern knocking down Kim Jana, but she picks herself back up, but does not get lead jammer. Maladjusted gets out for lead jammer behind Kim Jana, and of course calls off the jam, preventing Kim Jana from scoring.
We've got quite the point spread between these two teams today, folks, but it looks like the Anarchy Angels have been doing a great job of consistently putting points on the board. Unfortunately, it's not quite up to the high points of Terminal City All-Stars, but they have been doing a good job of consistently scoring points, which is always a good sign. We've got the Terminal City All-Stars starting off with Nazdrovia Wild, 191 proof on the jam line, up against Ms. Eve Decker, the fiery, spunky jammer for the Anarchy Angels.
Nazdrovia Wild leaning into a two-wall of Drop Dead Red and Scary Antoinette. Scary Antoinette screening back and forth. And Nazdrovia Wild, I think she looked like she was touching her nose briefly. Maybe I've got a shoulder or smashed her face into the shoulder, but looks like she's still driving forward. At the back of the pack, Mizzy Decker trying to get around Lisa Suggett, but Lisa Suggett matching her move for move. But look at both teams' blockers just all over the jammers. Nazdrovia Wild knocked down by a hip check from Scary Antoinette. Now it's a three-wall at the back of the pack. Bare Bones, number 27, Drop Dead Red, and, of course, Scary Antoinette holding the line for the Anarchy Angels. And Nazdrovia Wild looking slightly perturbed. Of course, with that stoic Baltic features, it's sometimes hard to tell if she's disturbed or just having a great day. There she is, having a great day now with lead jammer for Terminal City and Ms. E. Decker in the penalty box. So it's a power jam for Terminal City. Scary Antoinette gets a shoulder in, Drop Dead Red. Just nudges her with a hip check. And Nazdrovia Wild looking back, not sure whether she got whether that was out of play or not, and apparently not. She's driving all the way back. Drop Dead Red now going to the penalty box.
Clockwise penalty.
Possibly. Now, if that's exactly why this blockers, you don't want to move out of the way when one of your opposing blockers is trying to get behind your jammer, because if they make contact with you and have sufficient impact, they will go to the penalty box and your jammer will be able to come in front of them. But jam ends, another grand slam for Nozdrovia Wild.
Just looking at the clock, folks, we're starting this last 2-minute jam with 1 minute and 24 seconds on the clock.
All right, official timeout. I'm looking for verification, but I don't see a timeout being counted for the team, so it must be an official timeout, or possibly an official review. We see both coaches over by the zebra huddle.
Do you think that's an official review for that fancy footwork by Drop Dead Red?
That would. I'm not sure exactly what happened. It was on the far side of the track. Did not have a clear angle on the action, as well as most of the officials in the way, as well as part of the pack. But Drop Dead Red in the penalty box. So that's right now. That's the only thing I can think of that might that Noah Backtalk might be requesting an official review for.
Folks, for those of us that are watching from the comfort of your own homes, if you're in the Lower Mainland, come on out, join us at the after party at the Henry Public House, one of the main sponsors for our event this weekend. If you take the 56th exit off of Highway 1, follow 176 Ave into Cloverdale. The Henry Public House is located in downtown Cloverdale, BC. We're going to have lots of the players from the teams that we're just demonstrating this weekend in the West Coast Dust Up, first annual 2013. Come on out, meet the players, have a drink, have a snack. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to shake your hands, and we thank you for tuning in to Canuck Derby TV with us this weekend for, again, the first annual West Coast Dust Up.
All right, well, the referee is now in a zebra huddle, as it's called. Both of the coaches back up now, talking to head referee Dev Null. We're going to wait and see if there's a resolution, if anything changes. Right now the score 289 to 90. Terminal City in the lead. And Scarlet Bloodbath in the penalty box for Terminal City, with Dark Dead Red as a blocker for the Anarchy Angels, and Ms. E. Decker as jammer for the Anarchy Angels.
Just camera's not on her right now, but looking over at Dangerous Goods, she's got an ice pack on the back of her head, so it looks like she took a good hit to the noggin. And folks, that's why we wear helmets in roller derby. You'll see a lot of the girls on the track sporting hockey helmets. The difference between multiple impact and single impact I found out earlier this year. But it looks like Dangerous Goods is doing okay. She's using that ice. Checking out the cameras, and we've got our players setting up on the track. Starting jamming off for the Terminal City All-Stars, we have Evita Perron, number 52.
Well, we've got Noah Backtalk has returned to the bench, but Mac the Mouth, coach for Terminal City, still having a discussion with the referees. Okay, I think he was asking for clarification about Scarlet Bloodbath, and I thought I saw Dev Null tapping his left wrist with 2 fingers, which usually means 2 minutes, but I can't confirm that, unfortunately. But right now we've got Evita Perron on a power jam, Mizzy Decker in the penalty box as jammer for Anarchy Angels, and Evita Perron in her typical fashion, escaping the pack very quickly, very expeditiously. Now Kotone Frankowski moving to break up the 3-ball, but Yo Mama and Roll Assassin holding on. Evita Perron driven out of bounds and calls off the jam.
Well, look, I think I spoke too soon. We've got less than a minute left in the game, but that might be just enough time to squeeze one last jam in. This, folks, might be the last jam of the West Coast Dust Up for 2013. We'll have to see. Noah Backtalk looking emphatic and excited as usual about that game. We've got Coach Standaside coming over to stand by him and lining up on the track. Lulu Demon, number 44, starting off for the Terminal City All-Stars, and looks like Miss Katie Becker's getting ready to get back into the game. Here we go.
Ms. E. Becker back in the game, but Lulu Demon up front. Scary Antoinette holding her back as long as possible, but Lulu Demon too quick and agile to be held back by a mere 1 blocker. They were out of range, and finally Lulu Demon back around. She's lead jammer and on a scoring pass. Mizzy Decker fighting her way forward. Lisa Suggett catching her in turn 4, but Mizzy Decker fighting her off and getting out and not giving up that jammer point. But Lulu Demon getting out of the pack anyway and picking up 4, calling it off. And time has expired on the period clock.
Great work by Mizzy Decker in that final jam of the day. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in to the West Coast Dust Up of 2013 on CanuckDerbyTV.com. Send us your viewing party pictures at CanuckDerbyTV.com. We'd love to post them on our website for the future. And stick around for the final verdict for this game. We're just going to have the round of the teams here and get the official nod from the refs of the final score.
That's right. Waiting for the official final score, but clearly Terminal City the victors, and they are coming out undefeated. The Anarchy Angels 2-1. Their only defeat to Terminal City. The Red Deer Belladonnas also 2-1, so tying with the Anarchy Angels. And toast Thompson Okanagan All-Star Team coming out 0-3. Did I get my math right?
You got your math right, and I think, folks, that the final score just got the refs having a quick powwow, but it looks like on the screen that you're seeing at home, 297 for the Terminal City All-Stars versus 90 for the Anarchy Angels. And here we've got the Angels taking a lap of pride. They put up a heck of a fight against those Terminal City All-Stars, but Terminal City All-Stars being one of the best teams in Canada, especially Western Canada. Got all the players coming into the center here to give all the refs a handshake. Folks, these events are not just put on by smiles and good times. We have a lot of hardworking folks behind the scenes. We've got our officiating referees. We have our non-skate officials that are doing lots of work behind the scenes for you. And just bear with us for 1 sec here.
Oh, and I just realized I misspoke. The Anarchy Angels lost 2 games this weekend. They did win their game against Toast, but they lost to the Belladonnas and to Terminal City.
All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to us on Canuck Derby TV. We've had a great time spending the weekend with you, announcing these games. And looks like we're going to be picking some MVPs for this weekend, and we will. Looks like we're between Nazdrovia Wild for the Terminal City All-Stars and Scary Antoinette for the Anarchy Angels. What do you think, Bulldog?
I think those are excellent choices. Both skaters had a very strong performance in this last game.
Scary Antoinette, number 306, and Nazdrovia Wild for the Terminal City All-Stars. Folks, have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us here. Oh, we're going to stick around for the MVPs. Folks, that is correct. We have Scary Antoinette, number 306, is the MVP for the Anarchy Angels. She put up one heck of a game today, booty blocking those Terminal City All-Stars and jamming her heart out. And for the Terminal City All-Stars, we have Miss Nazdrovia Wild, a new recruit to the All-Stars, number 191 proof, demonstrating her skills as an agile jammer on the track. Once again, thank you so much for joining us at the Cloverdale Arena here in Cloverdale, BC. We love to have you. We enjoy you watching us. Have a great weekend.